Okay, I don't know if anybody is watching this. I hope someone will join me. I would love to talk about the exciting adventures of chocolate. The exciting adventures of my travel. And if you make this trek at some point, what you can expect. And we get enough people, maybe we can put some teams together. That would be great. Oh, there we go. Let's see if anybody is on watching now, and that may be me. All right. So I'll start by saying that this has been a very long trip. Took me over 48 hours to get here. Well, no, that's not true because the time change. But it was probably after 6 p.m. when I got into the flat, and I was expecting to be here closer to 3. All turned around on my ticket. Okay, so if you're coming to Cannes, rule number 1, the tram will take you to a train. The train station is up a lift or stairs, and then you have to go over, take another lift over the train tracks to the other side. I think it's side 2. Or apparently there's a bus that will take you directly to the Palais from Nice. Who knew? Train was kind of fun. It was a little cramped. It's hard to get luggage in and out. And I had a really heavy suitcase. Yeah, a really heavy suitcase. So, I said, okay, so hang on, let me fix this so people can share. I had my big rolling suitcase, which was less than 50 pounds. And then I had my carry-on, my larger carry-on, which I had to kind of borrow from the kids because mine broke and I hadn't had a chance to replace it. So I was using, I don't even remember which one I borrowed it from because it's kind of been passed around a lot lately. But it's basically this blue duffel bag on wheels. And it's not the most stable. I don't understand why luggage has such tiny wheels. That's just ridiculous on cobblestone. I guess maybe everyone is expected to just carry it on cobblestones. It's not going to happen. Not in every case, anyway. So I had that, and then I had my backpack, which I also had to borrow that from my daughter because mine broke. I would love to invest in some really good luggage before Lisbon next year, but man, really good luggage is really expensive, like $500 expensive. So, yeah, not fun. Interesting. Somebody left some money here. French money. But it's not mine, so I'm not gonna mess with it. So anyway, if nobody joins or is watching soon, I may just go ahead and go to sleep because I am exhausted. But I would really like it if folks would join. That would be awesome. So, my flat is really nice. It's not super close to the Palais, but it's not super far either. And apparently, that's one thing I gotta do before I go to bed is look at bus lines. See if I can get a bus pass, which really saved my ass in Copenhagen, I gotta say. Copenhagen is a very expensive city. But the public transit's pretty great, and it doesn't matter if it's the train or the bus, it's all connected. You can get I got a 24-hour pass, and that got me everywhere, so I was really happy about that. Let's see. Anyway, so if y'all follow me on Facebook, you've seen my food posts. There's so much good food to choose from in Copenhagen. And if I'd had somebody to share some of it with, I probably would have gotten more. But the thing I wanted most was just going to be way too heavy for me. And I've gotten to the point where I don't like heavy food. I especially don't like it when I'm traveling. So anyway. Let's see what I can do. I'm going to put invitation on my there. Hopefully someone will join in. I can give you all a rundown on the state of the registrations. I'm tired. I did get a good nap though when I came back and got here. I just collapsed, absolutely freaking collapsed. No, just slept really hard. And that I'm too exhausted to think sort of way. So. Oh. I haven't really done anything in Cannes yet. Because I'm tired. And I didn't get here early enough. But I have located a grocery store that's like a block and a half away. So I'm looking forward to checking that out. And I did some research on some of the beaches. There's a beach really close. Well, I should say it's like an 8-minute walk. I can handle an 8-minute walk, and it has lockers, so I can put all my stuff up. And then showers, so like, you know, I can actually take a change of clothes, which would be great. And so I'm thinking of doing that tomorrow. I think that would probably do my body some good, although the water temperature right now is 61 degrees. That is colder than Barton Springs. So we'll see how long I last. I will definitely be taking my medication. I have my allergy medication to deal with my allergy to the cold. All right, I was going to give you all an update on the teams. It looks like we may have another team that signed up. All right. Let's see if I can export this. I'm sorry, my energy level is not higher. It's probably terribly boring. But if somebody will join me, it'll be a lot better. Hint, hint, that's not twinkling. Know what I mean? Say no more. Oh, that's right. Johnny Studios event. I'm sorry, guys. A time change. I did not realize I was scheduling this for the same time. I should have known that. But I've been so busy just trying to do everything. So hopefully y'all are at the Johnny Studios event, and hopefully some of y'all will be able to network, find teams, etc. And you know, talk to them about their filmmaking experiences. They've done this twice before. So and they're signed up again. So I'm very happy about that. Anyway. There we go. See that. So yeah, this flat, it's very roomy. It feels lived in, but it's still very nice. And it has a huge balcony. And there's a beautiful church right across the street. Of course, you look a little over to your right and there's this ugly construction, but it's okay. I can live with that. I think the church rings the bells at 6 o'clock every day at night, hoping it doesn't do that in the morning. And I don't know if it does it at noon. That would be interesting. Oh. Did I mention that there are no jellyfish in Cannes right now? I looked it up. So that may actually be worth 61 degrees. So yeah, tomorrow I do mundane stuff, the bus, the groceries, and then maybe I'll head over to beach. Just check it out. Having grown up near the coast, Gulf of Mexico, going to the beach is very cathartic for me. I don't get to do it nearly as often as I'd like. But I'm hoping I can at least hang out in the shoreline for just a few minutes. I really want to take a good long dip in the Mediterranean Sea. That would be so cool. Okay, I was going to open up. Oh, there we go. No. Yes, no. What's that? Okay. Open that one. So, yeah, that's about all I have to talk about, really, unless somebody joins me. Guess if folks are at Johnny Studios, then I'm happy about that. Where open to, there it is. So now we've got like one team that's test. And sadly, we lost one team. Family emergency, I believe. I miss them. Okay. And I'm just about to keel over. All right. I think we have 30. Thanks. Wait a minute. Yes. We have 30 teams and one that's registered, but has yet to pay their fee. And I would love to see, I'd love to see if we can double that. Can we double that? Or at the very least, I want at least 18 more. I want to reach the 2015 level. So anyway, I am very, very tired, and I'm not seeing anybody else. It's like 6:21, and I think I'm going to close this out at 6:30. Y'all can all watch it. Hopefully some of y'all will log in for the last night I can before I fly home. I can tell you all about everything, and I'll be posting to my personal page about stuff that's going on here. But I'll try to remember to also post it to the other pages, both Austin and Dallas. And yeah. I think I'm going to go ahead and close this out. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, okay. One thing which may or may not be relevant, but flying out of Copenhagen, I had a great grandmother named Copenhagen. So I'm struggling with that all day and night and day before. If you're flying out of Copenhagen, there's some very strict rules about liquids. Now, I know most of y'all are probably familiar with the rules, the TSA rules. This goes another step. This includes aerosols and lip gloss, like, chapstick type lip gloss. And you have to take it all out of any carry-on bags and put it in a plastic bag. And then it can't be more than, I think, 100 milliliters all together. So fortunately, I didn't have that much, but I watched as some other people had to decide what they were giving up. So that is one thing. And each of the Scandinavian flights were different. Well, the first one was technically United, but the one overnight was Scandinavian. That was actually a very pleasant ride. It's about 8 hours long, and the food they served was really good, but while the breakfast was tasty, it was very small. And Copenhagen does not wake up early at all. Like, I was expecting it to be pretty bustling by 7:30. Wasn't. And I was pleased to see at breakfast, that the 3 young ladies that were working at the location, at the restaurant, they had all ordered their own food, and there were several tables in there, and they were serving them quite well. But they had a chance to sit down and eat at the bar, get a few bites in, and they weren't in any rush or anything. It was just, they'd sit down, they'd eat for a bit, and then, about 5 minutes later, they'd go over and check on their tables. And I thought that was really very cool. That was a nice work-life balance. It's not something you'd see in America. But apparently Danish healthcare is not as good as some other places, especially their dental care. I got that from the guy who was pushing my wheelchair. Yes, I do the wheelchair thing at airports because I've tripped over my toes my entire life, and my family always thought it was neurological, it was clumsy or what have you. They kept trying ways to fix it. Nothing ever did. And the older I've gotten, especially after having 2 kids, the falls are much harder and they can really do some damage. So I have sucked up my pride and embraced the fact that I am not in shape to run through an airport, and I may never be, because this is something I was born with, the thing that makes me trip over my toes. So I don't know if losing weight is actually going to help, but it's certainly, it'll probably help some, but I may still have to request a wheelchair just to keep him tripping over my toes, tripping over my luggage. Sometimes even just getting to and from the plane, boarding is detrimental. So I really kind of wish these airports had those little carts like HEB. That would be awesome. Just zoom through and not have to wait on somebody, not have to make somebody push your butt all the way to the next gate. It's like, really, there's technology for those guys. I seem to remember there used to be more trams in airports when I was younger. But that was a long time ago. So anyway, I'm going to check YouTube one more time and see if anybody's watching. Maybe that's not it. That's not it. There it is. Yeah, okay. It's not 3 minutes. I'm going to be good. I'm going to hang on until 6:30. But I imagine y'all all have better things to do on a Friday. I get that. There's never nothing to do in Austin. And if you're watching from Dallas, I'm sure there's a whole lot to do there too. There always was when I was living there. But that was a long time ago. Anyway. Yeah. But I figured I'd give y'all a chance to get in and talk a little bit. And hopefully last night, that's the 24th, so that's 5 days from now. So it won't be a Friday. So hopefully there won't be quite as much going on. And y'all can come in here and see if you can meet some people. And I'll try to share that one around a little more too. So let me know if you had any problems with the link, because I know 6 of y'all said you were definitely going. So just, want to make sure that everything is working the way it's supposed to. So anyway, there's a funny story I was going to tell, and now I don't remember because I'm exhausted. Something about bursting in a song. Anyway, I keep saying that, don't I? Anyway. I'm sure tomorrow is going to be full of new things. One of the hardest things about travel is facing the unknown. There's an awful lot you don't know. You can't look up on the internet. I mean, I looked up the train station on the internet and bought my ticket, only to find out that wasn't the right station. Nobody mentioned the tram. Nobody mentioned the bus. So, the internet can only show you so much. The rest you have to learn through experience or somebody else's experience. And so this is my first time. I hope it is not my last. And it's going to be a learning experience, most definitely. Hopefully that is not all. Hopefully I come home with amazing memories and connections and new friends and resources for Texas creatives. Don't forget to call your legislators. I think it's especially the House. You need to call them and let them know that you support the Texas Moving Image Industry Incentive Program. I gotta write that down. Because it doesn't just help, writers, directors, editors. It helps restaurateurs, bar workers, baristas, bartenders, baristas, and coffee shops, and hotels, and carpenters, and electricians, and just anything, painters. It's going to help out a lot of folks. And if you've ever played one of those bricks and balls games, that the way you win is to get every ball to hit as many bricks as possible, as many times as possible on every turn. And that's how the economy works too. If you can get $1 to hit as many people's wallets as possible on the way up, that feeds the economy more than the value of that dollar. That dollar suddenly has a value that's increased by however, multiplied by however many people have touched it. So it's very important that we have this and that we build more jobs in Texas in the creative industry, even the jobs on the lowest rung. They matter, and hi, somebody's here. Yeah. Hi, Elisa. She's connecting. For a minute to connect. Hi, Elisa. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm tired.
Oh, I bet it's like after one there,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, and I've been awake since 6.
Oh
So,
my
well,
God.
no, that's not true. I did take a good long hard nap after I got here, but
Oh my goodness.
I,
But it's been like I've been like enjoying watching, looking at all your videos. Like, oh my gosh, it's so cool.
yeah, I, I was just telling whoever may want to watch this later that there's an awful lot about travel, especially international travel, that you just can't learn online. You have to talk to somebody who's done it, or you have to just do it yourself and find out. And yeah,
I've never traveled like international. Like I don't have a passport, so like I it's always been like on my to-do list. Like one of these, I'm going to get it. I'm going to, but I just never
I
have.
highly recommend it. I had a passport years ago, and then my opportunity to move to London for a while fell through.
Oh,
And I never got a stamp on that passport, and it of course expired. So as soon as I realized that a film might be in Paris, I got my passport again. So and I think that may have been a year or two before we went to Paris, but I got my daughter her passport when she turned 18, just so if she ever has an opportunity to hop on a plane and fly away, nothing's going to
yeah,
stop her.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Isaac, we thought about trying to get Isaac one also. Like couldn't get mine, get one for Isaac too, but um I need his dad's permission. I need like paperwork like from his dad, like saying for his dad. And we haven't even talked to his dad in like 3 years. I'm like,
Yeah, I would need my ex-husband's permission for Buddy right now. But in about a year and a half, I won't.
yeah.
So I imagine Richard wouldn't stop me. Um, I I don't think he's suspecting. I don't think he would accuse me of trying to run away with the kids
Yeah.
more. I don't know why he ever thought that was a possibility, but I think after 10 years, I've convinced him that, we're not running away. And if I change my mind, it'll be so sudden, even I couldn't tell anyone.
But like we're gonna travel. You know what? We're just gonna stay here. Yeah,
I hear Portugal has some very interesting rules. You can stay for 90 days and then you have to leave for 3, and then you can come back. So, and
I've always wanted to go to Portugal and Spain, and
well, Filmapalooza will be in Lisbon next year. So I may have to start learning some Portuguese.
yeah.
And I'm definitely going to have to get on my French lessons, because I don't know how many days I've missed.
I'm Duolingo. Like I get on it, and I will get so close to like a year-long streak, and then I'll miss for like 3 months, and I'm like, ugh. And then now like I haven't been able to get like more than like a 2-month streak going on, and I'm just right now like I'm hoping with once school's out to be able to do some more, because right now like end of the school year is nuts.
Hey, are you attached to a team this year?
I'm gonna be on Frank's team again.
Awesome.
Yeah, because yeah, like Marla's not doing them anymore, and like I enjoyed working with Frank's team. I mean, it was only ended up being 4 of us back in November, but it was fun. It was so much fun. So I was like, yeah,
that's awesome. Yeah, I miss Marla, but she's she and Samantha are going to the next level, and that's important too. Yeah, I don't think I've seen her in like over a year. We had sushi and Seguin. Oh wow.
I know. There's those 2 really good sushi restaurants. It's like you wouldn't think Seguin, like for good sushi, go to Seguin. It's like Seguin. But yeah,
Right?
there's those two there that are really good.
Yeah. I think we've eaten at both of them at one point or another.
Yeah.
So,
Last time I saw her was like February, maybe something like that. So I haven't seen her in a while either. But
yeah. So I've been hoping that the San Marcos meetup would start again, but I haven't seen anything on that. So,
yeah,
um,
some of like the stuff up in Austin, like I've been wanting to go, but it's always like on a Monday, and I'm like, right now at the school year, like I can't do a Monday, like not right now. Once
I
school's
get
out,
you.
we're good.
I get
I'm
you.
so excited. Oh my gosh, we have 8 more days of school.
Wow.
I'm
Yeah, Mondays are the only days that you can have meetups, it seems, because there's so much else going on the other days of the week.
oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now I'm like, I have to wait until summer break. Summer break.
Yeah. Well, see, that's why San Marcos needs a meetup again.
Oh yeah, it's so much closer
Exactly.
here.
So
Yeah.
you're good.
I've seen a couple things like posted like about San Antonio too, but those have always ended up, some of those have been on weekends, like on a Saturday, but too, like we're
Yeah.
busy. I think the last one was the day that Isaac had a kung fu tournament. I'm like, yeah, already signed up for that. That was like $90. Like, I'm not gonna miss that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, there's been some interest in having monthly meetups again, but I honestly I haven't had the energy since COVID. I came down with COVID in December,
Yeah.
and I've been slowly getting back to normal, but just and it's not so much the physical energy, it's the mental energy of, oh yeah, I got to do this every month now. I would love to, but it seems to be very difficult. And I've talked to other event planners in Austin. People don't want to come out of their homes, as much as they used to.
I do.
They're-
I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like, with all the like in and out of the hospitals for so long, and like I spent so much time, like even before COVID started, so much time just being home. I'm like, now I'm like, I don't want to be home. I don't want to be home. I want to get out.
Yeah.
I have to get out.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. So I gotta figure out some things that people would actually want to show up for, and dates and times and that sort of thing. But at least I know it's not just my events. It's happening all over Austin.
yeah.
So there's just too much to do in that town.
Well, if you need any help on stuff like during the summertime, you're more than willing to help out.
All right, I will keep that in mind. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and call it a night.
Okay.
I am literally about to fall over.
I came home and I just took a nap. So
Yeah.
it was. I love my kids. But end of the year, they're ready to be done, and it takes so much more. Like, oh
Yeah.
there's like this week, it was just tons of meetings on student progress and where they are and where they need to be. And then next week we're doing class building. So it's like getting all this information in now so that it's all ready for class building next week. And yeah, so like the kids are just nuts right now. Yeah. So yeah, I came home and took a nap, and after I go out to the living room and talk to my son about what are we gonna do for dinner, because I don't want to cook anything.
I understand that.
Okay.
My
Well,
dinner
get some sleep.
tonight.
Yeah.
My dinner tonight was a Gatorade protein bar because I am not going back outside. I'm tired.
Yeah.
But I am looking forward to getting more adventurous tomorrow. So, but thank you so much for joining. It's really good to talk to somebody from back home. And hopefully see you the next one, the last night.
Last night. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Well, get
Guess
some
we have
sleep
a lot of stories to tell.
and wake up and have a good breakfast. Hello, you're in France.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna go stock up on
breakfast.
baguettes and butter.
Little cafe down, or just
Mhm.
things just to like.
Baguettes and butter and ham and cheese and maybe a little Grey Poupon.
That's good right there. And a bottle of wine. That's all you're missing.
Oh, yeah. Or Orangina.
What?
I had Orangina today.
What is that?
It is an orange soda, but it's not artificially flavored, at least not entirely. It actually has pulp in it. So it's like carbonated orange juice. And that's exactly what it tastes like. It tastes like a mimosa without the alcohol. So good. So
That sounds like it'd be good.
yeah.
Yes. Okay. Well, I'll let you get some sleep and I'll see you on the next one. So
Sounds good.
okay.
Okay. Good night.